Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Spooky's Revenge, and I'm just popping in for a second to help break some stuff down for the members. So one of the questions we get asked a lot is, should I use a cash account or a margin account? And a lot of people just don't really understand the difference between them. So I want to kind of walk through what they both are and kind of the pros and cons of both. So we'll start with a margin account because that's what most traders are introduced to, especially if you're on Robinhood. That is the default account type. And as you can see here, this is not a margin account. This is a cash account. So I'm gonna pull up my margin account over here, just so you guys can see it. This is one I just threw like $1,000 in Tesla just to see what it would do. I also have the Z swing here and Cala, which is delisted. So it's obviously the account was bigger when I traded that. So this isn't an actual reflection of the overall P&L. This is just what I was stuck holding after I scaled down. So yeah, so as you can see right here, when you look at Webull specifically, or if you look at Robinhood, you'll see that it tracks the number of day trades you have. And on a margin account, what you're doing is you're using your broker's money anytime your money is settling. So when you buy shares, you spend your money. When you sell shares, that money that you collect for selling your shares has to take, 2 days to settle. So if I sell Tesla right here, for example, it won't settle for another, today, T plus 2 days. And if I want to trade right away, I either need to use separate funds which have settled, or I need to be on a margin account, which is where the day trades come in. So basically, the reason you're restricted under a margin account to 3 day trades under the PDT, or pattern day trade rule, is because of that. You're using your broker's money while yours settles. So in order to get around this, you can use a cash account, you can use multiple accounts, or you can do overnight trades. So a day trade is considered anything where there's a round trip change of ownership in a security within the same trading session. So if I buy a share and then sell a share the same day, that's a day trade. If I hold a share into the market open, I sell it, and then I buy that same share back, that's a day trade because it's a round trip change. I think Robinhood kind of illustrates it best, so I'm going to pull that up if it lets me. I just want to see if there is. Oh, I don't have them enabled. Sorry. Anyway, if you look at Robinhood, you'll be able to see that there is a section just for your day trades. So if you think about your day trades as slots, okay, anytime you fire off a day trade, whether it's you buy a share and then sell it, that takes up one of those slots, okay? If you buy 5 shares in separate transactions and then you sell them all in one shot, that's still one day trade because you're only reversing the ownership one time. But when you do that, one of these slots is taken, and it takes 5 days for that to go away because the nomenclature there is, a day trade takes, you have up to 3 that you can use over a 5-day rolling period. So that means that if I use all 3 on a Monday, I'll get all 3 back the following Monday. If I use 1 on a Monday, 1 on a Tuesday, 1 on a Wednesday, I'll get 1 back the following Monday, 1 back the next Tuesday, and 1 following the next Wednesday. And if I use 1 Monday and 2 on Tuesday, I get 1 back Monday and 2 back the next Tuesday. So each of those just kind of counts as a unique little slot that gets occupied, and it has a 5-day cooldown. So if you play video games, just think of it like a cooldown. So the easiest way to tell the difference between the accounts is you're going to see that it'll say day trades left or day trades, or it'll some indication that you have day trade slots that are available to be occupied. You'll also see day trade buying power, overnight buying power. You're not going to see settled cash or unsettled cash. And the reason for that is because those are a cash account property. And on here, on a margin account, you also see this margin requirement. And all margin is once you get over a certain level, like I think on Webull it's $2,000. So once you get over $2,000, you're eligible for margin, which is where you can kind of take a little extra risk with your broker's money, which is obviously high risk for very obvious reasons. And you pay fees on that. It's very minimal fees, but it just kind of allows you to be a little bit more aggressive with your account. But again, that is super risky. So I don't typically like seeing people do that. So now if we come back over to the cash account, you're going to see that I don't have a day trade slot. Like, it's not going to tell me I have 3 day trades left. And that's because I have settled cash and unsettled cash. So on a margin account, if you exceed those 3 day trades in a 5-day period, so if you do a 4th day trade, you are labeled as a pattern day trader. And in that case, you have some account restrictions that can be, applied. They're not typically that severe anymore, but they used to be pretty extensive. But at the very least, it's going to limit the number of trades that you can open and close. So, if you've used all your day trades, or if you used all three and then you buy into a stock and you see that it's, falling off quickly, that's your fourth day trade. If you try to sell that right there, that's going to get you a PDT label. And, you kind of put yourself in that position by taking on too many trades and not leaving yourself at least one slot left over. So if you are a more active trader, margin account might be a little bit restrictive. Once you're over $25,000 in that account at the close of the previous trading session, so at 4 o'clock, if you have 25 grand or more, the PDT rule does not apply for the following session. So if you have 25 grand or more, that's great. You can day trade all you want. There's still some restrictions, obviously, but you got a little bit more wiggle room as opposed to a cash account, which you can trade settled cash versus unsettled cash. So let's talk about those. So when you deposit money into your portfolio, it takes a period to transfer, obviously, into the broker, and then it takes time to settle. So if you sell shares, that's essentially what you're doing. You're taking money from the market, the exchange, and you're importing it into your portfolio. Think of it like putting a deposit in the bank. It's going to take a couple days to settle. So every time you sell shares, you have that T+2 period where the money goes into your unsettled cash bucket. So in this one, obviously, you can see I've used most of my settled cash today because I was live streaming and just got some trades. So with that said, you can buy and sell as many times as you want to. Like, you're allowed to sell any shares that you have purchased with settled cash. So if I want to use 100% of my money and just buy, sell, I can, as long as it's settled cash. Every dollar or every share that I sell, though, takes a portion of whatever I've tied up to buy those shares, and it puts it into unsettled cash. So if you have unsettled cash, you can still buy stuff, but if you sell the stuff that you've bought with unsettled cash, you get a good faith violation, which is a type of PDT restriction where your broker just says, hey, you can't do that anymore. You can't do day trades, or there's certain limitations. It depends on the severity and the frequency of your infractions, but it's kind of the same thing, though. So a good rule of thumb, or a good strategy to work around that, is when you're dealing with a cash account, if you just use 1/3 of your settled cash every day when you're day trading and no more, you'll always have at least 33% to trade with every day because of that T+2 settlement period. So on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, if you use 33% of your account, by Thursday, the first third of your account is settled, so you can just keep rolling that into Thursday, into Friday, into next Monday, and next Tuesday. And that's kind of the advantage to a cash account, is that you can just keep that rolling. Granted, you're using a 30-year account or a third of whatever funds you want to roll with. But it's pretty cool because you just have unlimited day trades at that point. And by unlimited, I just mean as much as you can afford. So if I had $2,000 in settled cash and I wanted to use $600 a day, for example, that's that's like $20 trades, right? Just because I can. Obviously, you don't want to do that because that's too much work and you're not being compensated. But it's a unique feature of cash accounts. So just to kind of summarize, because I'm rambling a little bit, if you're on a margin account, you typically want to do overnight trades, swing trades. You can still do day trades, but you want to keep them limited because you have that 3-slot occupation. But the advantage there is that you get margin for later on, or if you're over the $25,000 level, you're not under the influence of the PDT rule and you can still do more active day trades. So that's what I'm going to do with this account personally. Once I get over 25 grand, I'm going to convert it to a margin account. But right now it's a cash account because I want to be a little bit more active when I need to be. Like Fridays, for example, I live trade a lot on streams. I get in and out a bunch. So with all that said, if you're going to be a day trader, you probably want a cash account in most cases. If you're trading short sells, for example, if you want to short stocks and you want to do certain types of spreads, you need to be in a margin account because it involves borrowing from your broker. Like a short sell, for example, you're borrowing the shares up front and you're getting paid cash, and then you have to buy those shares back to close that position. You need a margin account to do that. So you can't do that on a cash account. You can't short sell, but again, the advantage there is that you have all the settled cash. You can do as many day trades as you want. If you don't want to do that and you want to have access to margin, you want to be able to short stuff, you want to be able to do certain types of spreads, that's when you're going to get into a margin account. But the cool part about Webull is it allows you to open both. So you don't have to worry about, locking everything in one or the other. What we could do, we can make a consideration and put maybe 70% of your cash into a margin account and 30% of it into a cash account. And then you can just roll a third of that every day for the cash account. And then you can just invest, 7 blocks of 10% into that margin stuff, the margin account. So you can still have the best of both worlds there. It really just depends on your strategy, your approach, and your resources. Because obviously if you're trading with maybe $200, maybe that approach isn't best. So it's entirely up to you, and I'm more than happy to answer follow-up questions, but I wanted to make a special recording just for you so that you could watch it on your own time and have access to it. So I'll put it in the free chat. Everyone can watch it. Everyone can learn, but feel free to ask questions, and sorry it's so late in the day. Have fun. Bye.